Hello, Eagle fans. Chris Hooks with the NCCU Sports Network here as we continue to count down to the 2014 season. We're interviewing all the assistant coaches here at NCCU, getting you ready for what should be a fun football season here. Now we have Mike Mendenhall, the linebackers coach and the special teams coordinator here at North Carolina Central. Coach, first of all, just tell us how practice is going here in the early going.
I think guys are responding very well. I think there's a high sense of urgency, and that, through Coach Mack and the assistant coaches, just really creating that energy, that enthusiasm that we need to create here as we approach 2014 season, and a lot of work to be done here moving forward.
Talk about, again, your position, the linebackers, certainly a lot of talent there, and some newcomers to talk about.
We got a young crew at the linebacker position, but talented guys that are going to work hard, smart group as well. So I'm excited about that group, and they're progressing every day, and so I'm very excited.
You know, it's one of the things that I've noticed. It looks like Jordan Miles has sort of stepped out as a leader of that group. Kind of maybe expound upon that a little bit.
He has. He played a pretty good role last year at linebacker. Has some experience. Probably one of the most experienced guys in the linebacker corps besides Demontre Ryland, who's going to be a fifth-year senior here and he's played a lot of football for us. But Jordan shows a lot of pop. He's got a good explosion, good strength, smart football player. And he is a voice out there for our defense and has definitely shown his leadership capability, not only here in preseason but in off-season as well.
What are some of the changes that fans may see with the change in defense from the 4-2-5 kind of 4-3 look to the previous defense?
We're going to be, pretty sound. I think it's a simplified scheme in a sense where we can play more technique sound. Our guys will allow our guys to play fast. Play with good technique and run to the football. High effort. I think you're going to see a group out there that's, has a sense of urgency to get to the football, and that's what we're stressing here this preseason. So, it's going to be an exciting defense. We're going to fly around. We're going to create turnovers. All those things you need to do to be a good defense.
One thing with the other thing with your job, special teams coordinator, 2012 led the nation in punt returns, 2013 led the nation in kick returns. I mean, you've had some special guys back there, and I think it just shows how well you have done in that position. You got to be proud of that. Get a little feather in your cap with those two accolades.
Absolutely. It makes you feel good as a coach that these players have responded and we've had success. It always feels good when you have success, especially all the work you put in, and these guys have put on up to this point. Not only since I've taken over the duties, and these guys have responded well. So I'm excited. We got a lot of guys back that are on from the team last year that played a huge part on special teams, and we got a special group. We we just got to continue to stay focused on what we do. We got to stay humble, number one, and that's what I'm telling my guys. It's a new season. We got to forget about last year. We got to build on what we established. It's the standards have been set, but we got to uphold those standards, and it's our job as coaches and to kind of feed that to our guys.
Special teams is such a difficult thing to be good at. How do you keep them focused on that?
Yeah, we just talk about it a lot more than anything. You got to keep their interest. The guys, like I said, there's a lot of guys returning. Our scheme is not changed very much. Our guys know our terminology. They know what their expectations are. I think the key moving forward here is identifying some new guys here that are here on campus, new players, young guys, whatever it may be, that can step into some roles and establish that. It's a challenge. It is, especially when those standards, like we've done well, we've had success. Now it's just like staying humble and being consistent, and that's what I talk about. Just being consistent in what we're doing. Working basic fundamentals and techniques. So I think that's the key to continuing to have success.
One thing I've noticed with this staff in everything since Coach Mack's gotten here in December, A, you all seem like you're pretty tight knit. B, it seems like the young men really have bought into what Coach Mack is bringing to the table.
They absolutely have, and it started this winter conditioning. The expectations have been set and laid out, and the guys have responded. The players have responded. We identified some leaders that are going to hold some of their teammates accountable, and that's what it's about. It's setting that standard, holding people accountable, holding their players accountable, and the coach is responsible for making sure that's followed through with, and they're responding. They really are. You know, they want discipline, and that's what we're going to stress.
As far as the staff, it really seems like you guys are also pretty tight-knit too.
We are. We've had a lot of fun, you know, with the transition and getting to know these guys. I'm excited to be a part of Coach Mack's staff, and I'm excited that, you know, I'm continuing to learn from Coach Eastman and some of these new coaches here. And you know, as a coach, I'm always trying to learn myself, and I'm excited that I'm learning some of the things that, you know, like I said, from Coach Eastman and some of these other coaches, so, you know, defensively and even special teams wise, some guys have some input and some things we can do differently and just getting better. So.
Well, we're certainly glad to have you back here at North Carolina Central, Coach. Thanks for your time. Wish you the best of luck with the linebackers and the special teams this season.
I appreciate it, Chris. Thanks.
That is Mike Mendenhall, the linebackers coach, special teams coordinator here at North Carolina Central. We thank him for his time. We thank you for tuning in right here on NCCUEaglePride.com. So long, everybody.
This has been an exclusive presentation of the NCCU Sports Network.